Morning, welcome to a new Harry's Garage. And this video is all going to be about the Quail, this big event during Monterey Week. And I haven't been here since 2014. And I think I've been 3 times, many years ago. And it was always my favourite event. And wow, has it expanded. For 2025 is a completely different layout and everyone is here. It's a fantastic event. It's an expensive ticket to get in, it's very exclusive, it's limited to 5,000 people. But I hope, as I walk around, you'll sort of get a feel why I think this is a fabulous event if you ever get the chance to come. Yeah, this is a showground. We've been watching it in construction. We came down here a few days ago and there was nothing here. And there's a number of really exciting launches of cars here. We just had the Czinger stand. I don't know much about Czinger, so I'm going to have a little look at that. But basically, at the moment, where are we? It's 8:45. We arrived about just after 8 o'clock. And this is sort of press time, still set up time. But just to give you a flavour of what we're going to see today, stars, you walk in, Gordon Murray and special vehicles. And there is a lot of activity around this. I'm lucky enough to have already filmed the cars that are undercover there. I find it quite ironic that Gordon Murray has introduced special vehicles with a very distinctive SV right next door to the Lamborghini stand. That SV is quite a term, obviously, in Lamborghini history. And a Lamborghini also have a distinctive car, I'm told, a very special car under the cover there, a limited run car based on Revelto, I believe. But we won't know until I think of the press conferences at 9:55 when the covers come off. All sorts of stuff to do here. There's Roof, there's Pagani, there's shows Monteverdi, there's a Lamborghini Espada. I didn't expect to see that. There's a sort of drone taxi thing that with multiple propellers. This is the ultimate show of the very special cars in the automotive world. That's what Quail is all about. And I hope to give you a guide round as the day progresses. But for now, I'm just going to get the fact findings and then we'll go round my pick of the cars on this showground. Okay, well, the covers are off most of the things now, and the last one to be revealed was the Gordon Murray Special Vehicle Division here, and they presented these 2 fantastic cars. And this is, like you can tell, this is a celebration of the McLaren F1 and its Le Mans win, which was 30 years ago, 1995, and there was a client who wanted to create this very special version. It starts life as a T50, but my goodness, there's a huge amount of work gone into this. It's known as the S1 LM. It's a long tail version of the car, and S1 stands for special one. So it's a homage to the F1, if you like. I can't get on the stand at the moment. I have actually done a separate video on them because I was very lucky to spend a morning with Dario Franchetti walking around the 2 cars. There's this car, and then there's the one next door, which is the 24-hour Le Mans version, a long tail version of the T50. And what I find fascinating about that one, we dash round, is it doesn't have the fan at the back. They've with a long tail, there's no need to have the fan at the back, and they have a diffuser and a bigger wing. But there is a new Lamborghini just being unveiled, and let's go and have a look at that next.
Oh yeah!
So it's quite something. Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new Lamborghini Fenomeno. Fenomeno is like the best Lamborghini tradition, the name of a fighting bull. No, this bull fought in the arena in Mexico in 2002, and it was pardoned because it was a very brave bull and it was a very noble bull. So something really exceptional.
Okay, new Lamborghini time. Then a Fenomeno. Now this is another fighting bull, and this is a limited run Lamborghini. 29 are going to be built, I'm told, and it's Revuelto based. Different design aside, as you can sort of see here, and this nostril intake here on the top here just makes it slightly different. There is a different treatment to the exhaust. It has the biggest exhaust outlet I've ever seen on any car. It is just extraordinary. Is there any? Yeah, so it's the 4 Revuelto, but they've done it into one, as you can see there, just one big opening. Yeah, madness. But yeah, what did you expect from Lamborghini? and I think it's about $3-point-something million if you want one of these. But unfortunately, they're all sold out. So there you go. A very Lamborghini limited run car, as we expect from a vibrant colour. I personally don't like the black accents on the front. I don't think it enhances the look of this car in any way, which is a real shame. And I wanted more drama at the back. It's all slightly too plain to me for a Lamborghini. I'm not sure it's one I would be adding to my collection, but we all like different things. Now, I dropped by the Czinger stand, and I don't know a lot about these cars, but I am intrigued by them. They're sort of two-seater cars, but one behind the other is the layout. Super track focused, loads of horsepower, hybrid systems on them. And there's a guy over there, Mo, who I'm going to kind of catch his eye and see if I can find out a bit more about them and get him to talk us around them. Mo, thank you very much. You're going to talk me around these cars. I know nothing about them, but they look spectacular, and there looks to be a depth of engineering in them that's intriguing to me. So what do we have? Two versions here, isn't there?
That's right. So here on my left, we've got the VMAX spec, and this is the low drag configuration. On the right, we've got the high downforce. And with the high downforce configuration, we're talking 219 miles per hour.
And they've always done this seating arrangement, always single seat with one behind.
The genesis of the 21C really, it's inspired by fighter jets. Named the top spec, which you can see down there, the Blackbird after the SR-71.
It looks very special, all in black, I have to say. I looked at that earlier. And all these out here, they're 4 customer cars, aren't they?
That's right, these are 4 customer cars.
And drivetrain then? You're telling me, because it's the mechanicals, I'm guessing there's an engine sat here, but there's things going on in the front as well.
Absolutely. So here we've got an in-house developed twin-turbo V8 with a displacement of 2.88 liters. It revs up to 11,000 RPM.
Right.
And it's paired with a hybrid powertrain, a strong hybrid powertrain. And what that means is we've got 2 electric motors on the wheels, so all-wheel drive, and we've got an F1 style motor generator unit on the rear axle. MGU, or motor generator unit, charges the battery packs of the car, and it's unbelievable performance that you get out of this.
And we've got a headline horsepower figure of?
The top end spec Blackbird gets up to 1350 horsepower combined,
Nice.
And the base starts at 1250 horsepower. Yeah.
And can they drive on electric if you needed to?
Yeah, so we've got various driving modes. The electric mode is also known as street mode, we call it.
Right.
And in that mode, when you're driving below about 50 miles per hour, it's driving on the EV powertrain on the front axles. The engine only turns on at below that speed if the batteries need to be charged up.
I see. Yeah.
But above that speed, the rear axle kicks in and the engine kicks in. And then we've got sport mode above that. As you can imagine, it's all-wheel drive. You've got manual shifting, automatic shifting, so that's using all 4 wheels. And we've got track mode. Track mode is the highest powertrain we have. It's tuned for the track.
Exactly. I can't get over the size of the door and the size of that one window. It's extraordinary, isn't it? I know you don't like discussing prices, but roughly where are we with these cars?
The starting price is around $2.3 million.
Okay. Gosh, at the moment, are they only in America, or?
You can buy these cars worldwide. We've shipped at least a couple to Europe. I believe there is at least one in the UK.
Right, is there really? I have to hunt them down.
Yeah,
brilliant.
It's a Blackbird.
Brilliant, Mo. Very nice to be introduced to Czinger. I will look with interest and see if I can do more with you in the future. But thank you for the quick walk around.
Thank you very
Brilliant.
much.
Thank you. Some thunderous cars coming through. That Camaro. Oh God. The sound of America. So there you go. That's the hypercars. They were racing at Koenigsegg this morning and have just driven down to Quail. That's some miles on road, I don't know, and that was the police escort. Only in America I can see that happening. We'll quickly pop onto this touring stand here. car I know quite well. So this is the Superleggera Veloce 12 Barchetta. Ferrari 550. I obviously had a Barchetta. Very interesting to see their take on it. They haven't cut down the screen. It just looks quite tall to me on there, but very popular.
You're Harry
Hello,
Metcalf.
I am Harry Metcalf.
And
Hi.
I'm Marcus Dellenbach. I'm the CEO of this company.
Tell me about
Welcome,
this car.
Harry.
Thank you very much. Lovely
Nice
to
to
meet
have you here.
So what have you changed? So you've, I mean, wait, of
literally
course.
everything.
Yes, well, that's
So-
interesting. You haven't done the boot as one big piece here, have you?
Yeah.
So,
Well, we need that space for the roof.
oh, it has a proper roof.
It has a proper roof.
Oh, that's clever. Right.
So
I didn't have a
let's
proper
start
roof.
what we changed. We take a 550 Maranello and we take it apart. The engine is refurbished to factory spec.
Right.
That's why we keep the homologation. It keeps the VIN number, so it's road legal around the world.
And this is more elegant than perhaps on my Barchetta original one.
If you say so, I tend to agree.
No, it was one of those annoying features.
I call this this one is a tuxedo on wheels.
Yes.
This is a Hermes bag on
No,
wheels.
they're right. Yeah. This is the first one, I'm guessing. Isn't
This
it?
is a show car, yeah. This is
Yeah.
the first one. It finished about 7 days ago.
Right, as they always are. Really enjoyable car. And did you investigate cutting the screen down, or was that really hard engineering? You know, like,
This is hard engineering now.
Yeah.
The engineering is done. We just have to crash 2 cars for the US.
do you
which
really?
is-
Gosh. Even with this class of car, you still have
Well,
to do
we do head protection.
right.
There's no way to get around.
Right. God, you do that. Just notice there's quite a nice detail here, isn't there?
Yeah, well, this was fiberglass. We couldn't do it in fiber, but now in carbon,
I
we
see.
can have
Yeah,
it
with a blade,
freestanding, and obviously
Yeah.
helps to ventilate and to get the hot air out
Yeah.
on the brakes. And we changed the scoop now.
Oh.
Flushes the hot air over this. It's
Oh,
new.
I
Didn't
see.
exist on your car.
No.
While the air intake has moved down to the grill.
Oh,
And that
okay.
means the distance from air intake to inlet is half.
Is it?
You had it here.
Yes, there were
Then
two
it went to a
holes here,
chamber,
and
then
then
it went
yeah.
down, and
Yeah.
you had the filter box
Yeah,
behind
that's
the wheel.
it.
And then it went to the inlet, so about 1.20 m. We're
Yes.
down to 60 centimeters.
Really?
So it breathes free. I mean, the Maranello sounds shit. It sounds like a lawnmower.
Unfortunately, it always did. Yeah.
This sounds like
It does make a difference then on the induction side.
everything contributes to the overall
Right.
sound. And this
Wow.
one, it has a new exhaust with race catalytic converter. It's just all the good things you can possibly
Right.
put underneath. While this is made for people who wear the fur inside.
Right.
Yeah, the power's crazy, but we don't give it all to you, you know, at
Yes,
20 miles an
you
hour.
step it up.
You'd end up in the hedge, right?
Yes. So you've had, what gearbox have you been using before
Chima.
this one?
This is Chima.
Oh, and
so
what-
Chima was on the
Chima.
paddle shift, so
Oh,
that's
I
7-speed
see.
paddle shift, single
Right.
clutch.
So
this
then
is
you've made it.
6-speed, but it's still from a packaging standpoint.
Right.
It's very, very similar.
Right.
Yeah.
And
this is a true manual. So you push the clutch in, there's a cable back to the gearbox. There's
The
no
whole
computer
thing.
trying to interpret.
No.
Well, what is Henry really? What is he really trying to do here? Let me. The computer thinks it can do it better than us. No, if you don't do it right, you stall it out. It's like the first car that you ever drove.
and it says one of one then.
So this particular car, the client, it started as what we call the Revolution, which is a downforce car.
Right.
Roadster, open top, target
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
And then it morphed into our Evo update, which is more power and more aero. And then you throw the manual in it. I'm like, this is like a one of one. So the owner, who's around here, Lewis is over there.
Yeah.
His name is Louis Flory.
Yes.
So we do 2 of these a year under our Maverick division, and they get their own initials on the car.
Oh, I see.
LF is in Louis Flory.
That's
So
very good.
kind of a neat thing.
Yeah.
It's a very cool experience for the client to be able to enjoy. Like, there's the driving and ownership process, but as car guys, the leading up to it, being a part of the process.
I can't get over how much of this is happening over here in the States. The appetite for these very special
the demand
things.
for it's crazy, and then our supply chain. So we're using our carbon supplier is based up near Leicester. We're going to be moving more carbon and paint to Texas.
Yeah.
But so it's really kind of a UK-US partnership. It's
good.
Yeah, 60-40 on any day.
That is amazing how much is done in the UK. I didn't realise.
Yeah, well, the cottage industry kind of surrounding Silverstone, there's just
Yeah.
so much talent
Yeah.
for bespoke.
Yes.
Whether it's a race car, restoration, and that started with the Venom GT almost 20 years ago, and still continues today.
Still doing that.
Yeah.
Just details on the engine, just so I have it. What do we?
6.6 liter twin turbo V8. produces on E85,
That's it.
1,817 horsepower, no electric. On the Evo, on this spec, 0 to 200 miles an hour in just a tick over 10 seconds, which is my goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I normally go, if I'm under 10 seconds to 100, I'm in a quick car. I'd have to reevaluate, don't I?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'd let you drive it, let you come up, have your own comparisons.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd love to do
always
something
a
with
pleasure.
you in the US,
Come
or
out.
we'll have some cars over in the UK next year.
And then I could get the hat as well.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we'll definitely do the hat.
Yeah, we'll do the hat. John, it's always
You're
a pleasure.
a huge fan.
Thank
Love your
you.
videos.
Well, I enjoy your stuff
Keep
as
the
well.
great content coming.
Keep the wildness going.
All right,
Don't
thank
ever
you.
get sensible. No,
Love it.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is what we do.
Yeah, brilliant. See you around, John. Thank you. A little bit of Hennessey magic on the stand. There are so many cars here to see. It's hard to do it with the crowds and everything, but it just gives you a flavour of what Quail is all about. And I think Dickie Meaden has done a great story on this car in Evo magazine, and he took it up to some very big speeds, as I understand it. I haven't seen the article, but I will search it out, because he's also a bit of a fan of Hennessey as well. Right, let's see what else we can find. Now, Lexus Sport Concept. I saw this, and after seeing the Lexus camouflage car at Goodwood Festival of Speed going up the hill with the V8 engine, and what was this car? I thought, oh my goodness, they've uncovered it. I've just spoken to a representative of Lexus, and no, this is described as a pure EV coupe, not powered by a V8 engine. But striking design, just good to see Lexus doing, a very nice looking. We're all waiting for the next generation LFA, and I had hoped this was it, but apparently not. Which is so nice to see you again.
My pleasure.
To
meet you.
It is.
After so many years.
I don't talk about it. Yeah, we'll pretend that didn't. Yeah, how many years have gone by? This is a very interesting project. I can't get over this one. I'm intrigued by it. First of all, how do you pronounce it?
Eccentrica.
Oh,
Eccentrica is a word that indicates something that, from a geometrical point of view, have a kind of symmetry that is really particular. And you see, for example, our V2C put like this.
Yes.
This is something that represents eccentric. Eccentrica is something like a camshaft.
Right.
That is eccentric, is out of center.
Oh, right. Okay. I wouldn't have said it like that, so I'm very glad you've taught me that, because I wouldn't have said. So, what do you do? What's the base behind this car?
The base car is a Diablo of the first series, means we talk about the rear wheel drive was similar to the car that was launched in the 91.
Yeah.
And born from a 5.7 liter V12 engine that was developed for this car, and originally was the 5-speed gearbox.
Right.
And if you remember, everybody complained with the long first gear.
Yes.
And
Yes.
let me say, the main job of that we did with Eccentrica was to take the car of the 90 and try to update with what is available in terms of technology today without to dissipate the DNA of the original car. We put engine management system new. If you remember, in the original Diablo, there was a big throttle.
Yes.
Mechanically, means by cable. And what happened is that every time that you open the throttle, you have a kind of inertia in opening and closing that give a rebound.
Right.
Here we have electronic body throttle, means the closing, the cutoff of this are done from electronic, means you can anticipate and you can have much more progressivity than a cable. With this engine arrived to 550 horsepower.
Right.
Means we increase a lot of the output. We change completely the exhaust. We put a Capristo system exhaust.
Oh, is it?
Really
my goodness.
Much more impressive.
Oh my goodness. Right.
And this really creates something much more dramatically. And in terms of engine, we create this new air intake system. Where we take
they're
fresh air from the
snorkels.
roof.
Yeah.
We put in the filter, and from the filter we go here inside the body throttle.
Very
like I mentioned before, one of the weak points of the original Diablo was the gearbox. At the time of the night, if you remember, also the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, everybody, to make the one 0-100 kilometers, 0-62 miles, you made a long gear because if you use the clutch, you lose too much time.
I know, it was a very heavy chase.
Unfortunately, what happened is that in the daily driving, the long gear, first gear, give this kind of difficulty to manage the torque.
Yes.
In the same housing, we put 6-speed gearbox.
Right.
And we put reverse gear electronically controlled, means you engage the reverse gear by a button.
Oh, really? I saw the gate. Yeah, I'm seeing this car, Patricia. If you just come around, you can see the gate.
Yes. And due to this, we were able to create something really
very clever,
much more comfortable because we have a short first gear.
Yeah.
And imagine what it means in terms of acceleration, in terms of easy to drive.
Right.
The other big job that was done was in the chassis.
Yes.
We increased the
Bigger
front track
wheel.
of the car.
Oh, front track, right.
In order to have much, let me say, wider front track from aerodynamic, but also for the chassis control. And
so how have you done that? Sorry, longer wishbones?
yes, we have changed completely the arm suspension.
Oh, okay.
Leaving the same fixing point, but completely different arm suspension, front and rear. Also because we put new damper system that is adjustable by electronics, means you have 3 different setups. And what is really more important, with this kind of modification, we take care about probably the weakness point of a Diablo, that was the brake system.
The brake systems, yes.
If you remember, the brake system of original Diablo was something embarrassing.
Yes.
Here we put something that is a state-of-the-art Rainbow that allowed really to have a braking in line with the best expectation of the 90, or also of today, let me say, but this really improved a lot the performance. The other big action was done on the interiors.
Yes.
Interiors we changed completely. If you remember, in the Diablo there was a kind of dome in the...
There was a cliff of a dash.
And me, I was not able to see out. And with this we have changed completely the interiors.
Yeah.
And we have also changed the sitting position.
Right.
Creating much more space, putting the seat lower.
Is it lower? Good.
And also changing all the upper parts of the trim in order to create much more roominess for the head and for the plates. Yes. You see, interiors also in terms of panel is completely new.
Oh, a digital dash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and this really improve a lot of the performance of the car. We have this free car here. We have another in Sant'Agata. Wow. And this car, the green one, is already ready for was delivered before to the customer here in US.
Oh, good.
Means you will remain in US. Here. And the other one in the center is a full carbon exposure.
Yes.
Means every panel is made in carbon fiber, and is a car of the founder of Eccentrica, Mr. Colombini, and this is a car already of another customer. The company is based in San Marino.
Okay.
San Marino is a small republic,
top of the hill.
And is the owner, Mr. Colombini, that is the president and the founder of the company, is a guy that is a big collector of Lamborghini.
Right.
He's also a race driver, and he decided to invest in this kind of startup called Startup, where I did the job of technical advisor, mainly to give some steering and avoiding to make something wrong based on the my background.
Yeah, you have a little bit of history in Lamborghini. You weren't quite here when this car. When did you join Lamborghini?
I joined Lamborghini in 1995.
Right.
Means I did the car from Diablo SE on.
Right.
But this car was missing. Let me say, to steer a little bit from technical point of view, this project is like to close the circle of my career with a full project that was, when I started, was in the middle.
Right. Did you do GT then? Diablo GT?
Yes.
That was a bit special.
Yeah, this was a special, and was, for me, Diablo GT was the first sport car that I did in Lamborghini.
Right.
And I was able to convince to have the 12 single body throttle to make a weight decrease of, if I remember right, 100 kilo. And that was the first time that we did a special version that was only sold in 80 samples.
Dare I ask the price point on this car? Where are we?
Price point is about €1.5 million plus donor car.
The tax.
Means it's something important, but this will produce only on 19 samples.
Yes,
this coupe version.
Only 19.
19 means it's a close number, because at the end, you know better of me that value is also deriving from the
exclusivity,
both cars.
and
Wow.
you need really to be able to
Right.
control this.
But there might be something beyond the 19. You'll dream something else up, I'm guessing. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll come back next year.
I think is the success of this project will be also propedeutic for the future of
I think
Eccentrica,
so.
and you
That's
can
brilliant.
know better of me what means
Yeah,
this.
I do. Yeah, it comes addictive. Richo, thank you for the time. Lovely to see you again.
It was really an honor to see you
Well, I
again.
know,
and
we
a
always
pleasure,
meet out here.
because I remember when we met the first time, much more younger, and
I know.
sometimes it's
I know.
better to
Nothing's
remember.
changed. Don't
no,
worry.
important
Yeah.
that the brain is the same.
I hope so. Brilliant. I better crack on. Thank you for your
Okay,
time.
grazie.
Thank you. Now, fascinating car here, this Koenigsegg. But this was the prototype. This is car number 1 of all Koeniseggs, and it's been lost for many years. And Guhav, who's sitting in the passenger seat, he discovered this car about 4 years ago. Sorry about the music in the background. I hope I can get over it. But somehow he's managed to get Christian in the car, Christian Koenisegg in the car, which is pretty amazing. I'm going to see if I can butt in and have a quick word. Guhav, look at what's happening. What is happening? And look at your driver.
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah, how cool's that?
I asked him if he'd want to join me on the podium. And
Yes.
Yes, he said yes. So
What's happened? Because we were just having lunch. You've won an award.
we don't know what we won, but we won something.
You've
I thought
won-
it'd be great to pull Christian on board.
Absolutely.
And go out and do the drive. It'd be-
Wow.
It's not the same if he wasn't sitting in the
No.
car with me. So I said, let's
No.
enjoy it together.
Has he seen it before this moment?
Not in a long time.
Oh, right.
Not in a
Long
20
time. I'm going to quickly see if I can butt in. Christian, I'm just coming round. My goodness, I was coming down to see you on your stand, and now look, you found Koenigsegg number 1.
This is the first rough prototype that I started building as a 22-year-old when I started Koenigsegg in '94.
Wow.
This became a car from '94 to '96. We're in a small garage. It was me.
There they are, 245.
Me and 3 guys building, welding, drawing this from nothing as the first idea of a Koenigsegg. Still runs. Goran here is the owner and custodian of this car. And
I've been on the rally with him for days, and he's been telling me about it. So pleased to see it. I saw it this morning.
it's a rough thing, but it runs beautifully, like I remember it. And I was very, at the time, I wanted to build this perfect thing, and it was of course very, very difficult with no resources. And in hindsight, that it came out to be able to do this and have the proportions of our modern Koenigsegg, we didn't really change much proportion, just added technology and carbon fiber and so on, but the idea stayed very much the same.
I can't get over it. It was instantly recognisable as a Koenigsegg.
Very rough, of course, but hey, it came from nothing from a kid.
And this, crazy curved screen right from the start.
With our, it's made
It's
for
got
us.
you got the badge.
Yeah, it's our original. It was made in the north of Sweden in a very small factory. They had to make like 5 of them before they could make one. It's got kind of hand-blown glass.
And you were 22?
22. When this was finished, I was 24.
And you had the proper doors on this as well?
Yeah. Let me see. Open the door.
Oh, yeah.
It's
You press a button.
Now they just go up. This went out first.
Yeah.
And then it stops here. Because I didn't have automatic dropping of the glass, it would hit there otherwise.
Right.
So then
I
we
see.
learned that people had a hard time thinking in 2 steps. So then we came up with a gearbox to move it in one go,
Right.
and automatic drop windows to clear it, so then it goes all the way up in one motion. And now on the Esco it also moves upwards in one motion. So, but this was the embryo of everything.
And you're always going to have the roof that comes off?
Yep, that was the original idea.
Really,
you got to celebrate somehow.
Yeah. And I always looked at this, and I had Saab 900s and this curved screen.
Yes,
Was that an inspiration?
A bit, yeah, of course. And then I would say the Ford GT a bit, but this was taken more to the extreme.
Yeah.
And just speed boats, like cigarette boats. So a mix of things: planes, boats, Saabs, Ford GTs.
So how come you sold it? How did it disappear?
Good question. So this was back in like 99 or 2000 or something like that.
Right.
So I had a board member who worked pro bono for many years.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And he said, listen, Christian, I helped out for many years now, so are you ever going to pay me? I said, I don't have a lot of money, but and we had already built a CC8S prototype, so
Right.
this was just standing around. It didn't do anything. I said,
No.
maybe you could take the prototype. And I'll do that. Okay. And then he took it, and then he held it for many years.
And then
Met
he
him
discovered
and,
it.
Yeah, discovered it.
Well,
and took it over. So.
I am so pleased to see it again.
Yeah, me too. It's very
and the
emotional.
Quail. It's
Very
really good. Christian, I will catch up on your stand, but lovely
Yeah,
to see you. And
fantastic.
lovely to see the wheel behind here. All that history. Thank you. Yeah, it's really good.
It's amazing.
You've got to try and get the key off him again.
We don't know what the car has won, but it won something,
No.
so we'll see.
No, it
It's very
deserves to.
emotional.
Really good.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Nice to see you. Wow. Isn't that fabulous? I don't know, the reacquainting Christian with his original prototype, and as I say, you can just see this is Koenigseg's history. The exhaust is identical to the CCX, CCR and all that generation of Koenigsegg, and look where we are now. But as a 22-year-old to develop that, I wasn't doing things like this when I was 22, so hats off to Christian and for keeping it going all these through the years and all the iterations of Koenigsegg. We will have a look at their stand later, but yeah, just lovely to see. We just walked to a different part of the Quail here. We just walked past a whole load of Shelby GT350 Mustangs down there. They're being celebrated at this event. And this is the custom coachwork class. Perona Zagato Z1 2012. Very interesting. Zagato has lent its name and done quite a number of design of cars that then somehow disappear again. But I've always quite liked that coupe, but this isn't Zagato, this is peculiar. I saw this on the road yesterday, 93 Ferrari Concorsia and one-off based on a Ferrari 328 retained chassis and running gear, shown at the 1994 Geneva Motor Show. I do not remember this car. I can't get over how shrunken it is, but what an extraordinary car. I love these one-offs, and if you look through the engine room, there is the Ferrari engine, 32000cc quattro valve. There you are, so definitely Ferrari. And you couldn't get more Quail than this American car. Let's have a look what this is. 1955 Ford Lincoln. This is Lincoln Ford's future concept car. Look at it. Look at it. Why didn't the future look like that? That's 1955 view of what the future was going to look like. It didn't quite come off. Well, apart from the fins, I suppose, in America. And then this is electric Mercedes Gullwing. I guess this is electric, but the whole car seems to be one enormous sound system. There's a sort of amp in the back. It is so not European taste at all, but it's a one-off. So someone has really enjoyed this. It says Tesla powered 300SL, built on number 3 chassis. Bonkers, utterly bonkers. But welcome to Monterey Week, and this is the sort of stuff that you'll see here and nowhere else. Lovely to see Larry Chen's his Nissan R34 there, the GTR, he restored in Japan, and what a proud moment to see that on display. And then I heard about this Mini, and he says, oh, we put a Honda Civic engine in it. Eh, have you? So here we are, 1967, Morris Minor Cooper, and 170 horsepower Honda. It is a sort of VTEC engine, but it is just a very pure. I guess are they injection or carburetors? I can't quite decide whether they're disguised carburetors. Beautifully engineered, and yet you would hardly know. Yeah, very different rev counter in there, roof case, just lovely, absolutely lovely. Oh, what do we got? 1959 190 SLR, 1959. Oh, let's have a look at the engine in it. Yeah, SL55 engine, supercharged engine in it, just lovely. Oh look, Koenigsegg just coming down. Koenigsegg warning.
Well, there you go. He abused it then, and he's abusing it now. Well done. Thank you.
There we go.
Christian Koenigsegg driving. The owner, Gorodar in the prototype. 96 Koenigsegg CC Prototype. What a great winner.
Absolutely amazing. Vector W8 twin turbo sat together with a group of how many? 4 Countach. To me, the colour you want on a Countach, white, red, anything where you see the black and the vents and the pinstripe around the arches, white wheels, how elegant that looks. I feel the design gets slightly lost when you have a colour and you don't see the black highlights. Well, that's just me.
Coachwork.
And then finally, let's stop with this Sesto Elementro. I understand this potentially is road registered. This has come in from the UK on this super lightweight Lamborghini, where they completely stripped it out to get as much weight out of it. If you just look inside, all the dash top's gone, just completely stripped up. No air conditioning or anything like that in it. Pure, the lightest Lamborghini they could create. And this was it. And this with this very clever one clamshell that covers everything, holes there in the engine. I cannot compete with Richard Charlesworth giving out the prizes, so I'm going to shut up now and go find another part of the field to report on. I'm intrigued by this because I actually saw this flying yesterday and I could hardly believe it.
So I will admit that you didn't see this airplane fly. You saw one of our flight test vehicles flying above it. This has real airplane parts. It's real carbon fiber fuselage. It does not have the motors. It does not have the batteries in it.
Okay.
So this is.
But the one I saw was like this.
It's exactly
because
the same.
it just didn't compute when I saw it in the sky.
You're trying to figure out what you're looking at. Right?
Yeah. So is there one flying example
There's
at the moment?
Currently 5.
Right.
Of this generation. We're retooling the line in Marina. Marina is an airport about 15 miles north of Monterey.
Yeah.
And that's where we're doing all of our prototype development work. And so this aircraft right here is really what we take around to shows, get in and out.
Yes.
It doesn't have the batteries, reduce the risk.
Yes.
But the actual flying craft, we have 2 of them at Edwards Air Force Base, and then we have 3 of them in Marina. And so we're flying every day that the weather is good, and we're working with the FAA on our certification process, trying to get through the certification hurdles.
Which is us a nightmare, I'm absolutely
It's a multi-year project.
Yes,
and
okay.
It makes really safe aircraft.
What's the flight time on it?
So we have 160 kilowatt hour batteries, so roughly about twice the battery pack of a Tesla Model 3 long range. It flies 200 miles an hour. It has a 100-mile range with reserve.
That's staggering.
So part of flying for the FAA's certification process is that you need to have more fuel at the end of your flight to be able to get to an alternate airport or recover in safety situations where you have either unexpected things happen at the airport or the weather turns or whatever it is.
So what's your fight is trying to get the weight as low as possible, isn't it? I'm guessing.
We're trying to maximize the payload and maximize the range and also keep it as quiet as possible. So everybody wants to know why not just buy a helicopter, and a big challenge with helicopters is that you can't make them quiet. If you want them to be quiet, you have to fundamentally change the way that a helicopter works and give up quite a bit of efficiencies. With this, because we have a wing, we can also fly really fast. So most high-performance helicopters top out at 150, 160 mile an hour.
Right.
We're pushing 200, and we are flying, when we're flying forward speed.
Right. So this is a wing. This acts as a wing.
This is a wing, and it's doing all of the lift. So this is lifting the airplane when it's flying.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't realise it.
So the batteries are actually between the spars. There's a battery pack. If you see the flying model next time, you'll notice that there's a big hatch right here, and there's going to be a big hatch on right here. So both wings have 2 battery packs.
Wow.
2 on the left side, 2 on the right side, 4 packs total. And then another thing that everybody asks, we try to make the airplane super redundant. So we have 4 battery packs. All 6 motors can run off of 3 packs. So any one of the packs could fail, but we can still power all 6 motors.
Right. And the other thing, drones generally have, 4 motors or something. I know there's bigger ones. What's the reason thinking of having 6?
So part of it is that we have redundancy. So if we fail a full motor, we can detune the opposite side and overdrive the remaining 4, and still hover as a quadcopter. So having 4 multi-rotors still gives us a lot of control, while pitch and roll, to be able to do full flight maneuvers.
And does it make it quieter with more props? I'm not sure how the physics works.
The real secret to keeping it quiet is really about the prop blade count and how fast we spin them. So most helicopters have high tip speed, and that high tip speed is pushing the tip of the propeller to go close to the supersonic threshold.
And that's
that
the sound.
Mach 0.8, 0.9 tip speed is making a lot of noise.
Right.
We spin ours extremely slow relative to that high tip speed.
Okay.
And then we also have a lot of propeller blades, so distributing the number of blades across the 6 stations also keeps our speed and our disc loading low, and that helps keep it quiet.
And the price point, what are you aiming at?
Right now, these are all pre-production, so we don't have a price point.
But you have an expectation.
We're trying to be cheaper than the equivalent twin-turbine helicopters, which are 6 to 8 million. We want to be cheaper than that in production.
I really appreciate that. And then so payload of 5 people by the look of it. Is that where you are?
Yeah, well, it's one pilot and 4 passengers.
One pilot, yeah. Good, brilliant. Thank you for that. That was lovely to have it. Thank you. Just fascinating, I think. I know Frank Stephenson is sort of working on this area as well. I'm not sure if he did when I forgot to ask. But that was interesting. I hadn't realised this is a drone with wings, that it actually creates lift as it's going through and it's doing 200 miles an hour. Will we see it in the future? I have a suggestion that we probably will. I want to quickly nip over there, a load of Ferraris and a load of F50s, which you haven't seen yet. You can probably tell we're in a Ferrari area here, lovely F40s, but it's these F50s I want to see. They are quite a collection of colours. Lovely to see the variation from black, red, silver and yellow. And you've got a hard top with an F50 you can see on there and this one. But there's also this temporary soft top, as you see there. Like that. Which you can fit as well. A lot of people just leave them open because it's that sort of car. I have had the experience with the hard top. I've borrowed one from Joe Macari one time, very kindly lent me one, and they sort of bolt on the roof. And I was sitting there at the traffic lights and they vibe because of the engine and the vibration, and the bolt holding the roof on just dropped onto my lap as I was sitting there, and I had to wind down the window and hold the roof until I could find somewhere to pull over and reattach the roof. Now I just want to come in to have a look at this Koenigsegg here, the Gemera. I can't get over this car. It's such a clever technology going on here, and it's this 4-seater, and it has a Koenigsegg doors. I also the nuts, it's hybrid drivetrain on this. This one has a turbocharged V8 in it, hot V, as you can see here, and it has a boot with fitted luggage. This car can carry 4 carry-on wheelie bags like that. The V8 is hot V, that's why you can see all the turbo up there and the induction all there, all going on there. What a clever car. Here's the exhaust, obviously up the top, but completely matte. You can have the roof box. Koenigsegg sort of was the first person who put a roof box onto a supercar. We've been doing it for years, and this car is just meant to be lived with. Can you imagine having a Koenigsegg like this? And he was also showing me there's a little toolkit in there. There you go. Yes, there's the toolkit. Absolutely beautiful. Mad engineering. Christian, can I borrow you again? I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Do it twice.
No problem.
You taught me around the mechanics of this car, and I've just tried to explain on the video, and I failed. So I want you to try and do it again for me.
Sure.
So, the hot V V8 engine there.
Yes, hot V 5-liter V8 engine revving to 8.5 with 1600 horsepower on E85.
That's it. E85 fuel, I ought to explain, which is something you're keen on.
Yeah,
and
we've
a lot
been
of
running
Koenigsegg.
that. Exactly.
Yeah.
We started using that in 2007 for the CCXR,
Yes.
which was the first environmentally conscious sports car ever,
Yes.
because it was 1 year before the Tesla Roadster.
Oh, right. Okay.
And that was the second one, as
Yeah.
far as we're aware.
Yeah.
And I mean, the beauty of E85 is that first of all, in Sweden you have them on all gas stations.
Yes.
Less so in other countries. Apart from here, it's very common, which is
Yes.
good. Basically you have less CO2 emittance, you have cleaner exhaust, and you have like 115 octane. So it's like race fuel.
That is right. I didn't know it was high as that. Right.
When we sense there's the 85 in any kind of blend with the petrol, we raise the boost and power.
Right.
So you get rewarded for
for less pollution in the sense of more power.
Yes.
So I thought that was a win-win.
Yes.
And then you can fill up with normal EU 95 octane or 91 here, and it will run fine. But then you're slightly lowering power, but still a lot of power.
You add a lot of power. Yeah, good. Okay, but it's not just engine horsepower in this car, is it?
No. So we have our own developed inverter and e-motor we call the Dark Matter, which is the world's first 6-phase e-motor for automotive use. The most compact, torque-dense e-motor we have seen ever, which we have quite a lot of patents for. And we develop and build them in Ängelholm, Sweden, with a battery pack, with the inverter, with the transmission for the engine and the engine itself and everything else, basically.
And that is right by the engine, isn't it? It's not a...
Actually, the electrical motor is on the front axle. But there is a carbon fiber torque tube with a carbon fiber prop shaft going to the electrical motor on the front axle. Then there is a bevel gear on the front axle with no differential, with torque vectoring clutches going out to there.
Oh my goodness.
And then you have the 9-speed light-speed tourbillon transmission in the rear, which is similar to the light-speed transmission of the rear-wheel drive cars. And then you have again a bevel gear with no differential, so just a shaft going out to 2 hydraulic clutches, so we can do torque vectoring again together with the brake system.
No one else does that, do they?
No. So we can run, since we have the prop shaft connecting everything, we can run the e-motor on any wheel or on all wheels.
So basically the power is going to all 4 wheels, and then there's a clutch just before you get to the wheel, and it's what clutch you lock in is what wheels are doing.
And then there's a clutch between the e-motor and the combustion
so
engine.
5, right.
Yeah, and then you have 9 clutches in the transmission.
Oh my goodness.
For the compounding of the 3x3 gears into 9 gears.
Wouldn't you like to simplify it sometimes, or
It is the simplest way of getting all of that.
Is it?
So, because how do you otherwise get 4-wheel torque vectoring from one e-motor?
I have no idea. Yeah, I'd have to come to you.
I can't think of any simpler way.
No, right.
And it's actually the fewest components we can think of to have all that functionality.
There are a number of these cars now on the road. I'm sorry, I need to just keep up with Koenigsegg.
We have a few prototype test cars on the road, but we have the first 6 production cars on the production line that are being finished. So this is coming out now. So very exciting times. Yes.
And if I wanted to try one, where would I have to go?
Well, the easiest spot right now is in Ängelholm, or maybe around
so come
here.
You. Yeah.
So
I'll come to Norway. Any
that.
excuse to come back to your place. I would love to do that. Christian, thank you for your time. And lovely to see at both ends of the scale of Koenigsegg today.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's
true.
true.
I will come and visit it. Brilliant.
Well, good
thank
to see
you.
Harry.
And you.
Thank you for
coming.
All right,
thank you.
Christian, I love your cars.
There you go. Well, what an extraordinary car this is. Christian has always been pushing the technology. He's obsessed with technology. But I think this, when he just explains it then, is pretty special. And I think I'm going to re-engage with Koenigsegg just because it's more than just a speed. Yes, we hear about speed. He's just broken these records, hasn't he? 0 to 400 and back down to 0 again, taking it away from the Rimac. But there's more to Koenigsegg than that, and I need to re-engage with Koenigsegg, I feel. Right, let's go and see what else we can see at Quail before it all shuts down. Just have to drop by this 1984 Lancia 037. Now this is the street version. This is not the rally version. This is the one they had to build so they could do the race versions. Still pretty extreme. If you come around here, I didn't know it had a roll cage in the cabin. Yeah, it's one on the other side as well. Oh, it's a 7,000 RPM red line. Very recognisable sort of Fiat switches, and Lancia as well. There's the twin cam with supercharger over that side. You can see bunch of banana exhaust all under the clear windscreen. But yeah, the Lancia 037 Rally, that's the street edition of the famous rally car, still with split rims as well. Very special car. Yeah, built tiny numbers as well. Lovely XJ13, absolutely perfect pattern copy. I'm told this engine was one of the original engines that was built, and they've rebuilt it and repurposed it to go in this car. So it is as the XJ one-off XJ13 that runs, that Jaguar still own, Jag Land Rover I should say, but a very nice example of the quad cam engine, injected engine in there. Well, there you go. There's a sight of the Quail, that concept car just leaving. What an amazing event this was. All sorts to see. Lovely to see the special vehicles coming from Gordon Murray, seeing those launched here. The new Lamborghini as well. I hope you enjoyed it. I love going around those Czingers as well. Just seeing, that's a car I didn't really know at all. And then catching up with Chris in Koenigsegg, seeing the prototype, the very first Koenigsegg come in from Dubai, and then what is actually that Gemera they're working on with that hybrid drivetrain. There was so much to see. I didn't get a chance to go and see Pagani. They had that Wera R in there. I heard that start up. I didn't capture it on camera, but as you can see, Quail is a real mix of things, and it also has this incredible food outlets dotted around. It is an expensive ticket. I was talking to some people, what do they pay? It's $13.95, you get an early ticket, about $1,500 after the next round of tickets that get released. It's limited to 5,000 people. It's run by Peninsula Experiences. The Peninsula Group have the hotels, and they do the experience in that rally I did a couple of days ago. But it's all inclusive. Once you have your ticket, you come in here, you can drink and dine to your heart's content, and it's really an amazing event. It's quite special, and it's where all the top cars come as well. That's Larry Chan just leaving in his R34, beautifully clean. And yeah, I hope it's given you a feel what this event is like. I've enjoyed wandering around, met loads of people here, really interesting gang. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, well, keep watching, keep subscribing. More videos coming on very soon.
Kind of like a biplane. It is. 3 is always a good number. Pretty weird, huh?